Hello my dear children, I welcome you all to your English class. I hope you all are happy and healthy today. So children, for today's English lesson, we are going to continue with the second poem from your Honeycomb book that we had started in our previous video lesson. I had told you that the poem is The Rebel. And who is a rebel? A person who disagrees, who refuses to be controlled or listen to any authority. They follow their own rules, they create their own path, and they do not listen to anybody. They have the courage to stand out from the crowd and be different. These rebels teach us to respect difference, okay, because others can be different, right? They cannot have the same opinions as us, but we should respect them because they can see things differently. So we have seen in our previous video lesson, we had gone through the explanation of the text. We have also found that the author actually praises rebels, but he does not want us to be a rebel because we won't be accepted by a society. Okay, so everyone will criticize our behavior, everyone will say bad things about us. So he doesn't want us to be a rebel because you won't be accepted, right? So in our previous video lesson, we have also finished the meanings of some words, right? Meanings of a lot of new words, and then we had started with working of the text. Now today we will be continuing from question number 4 of the book, right? So why do you think it is good to have rebels? Okay, why do you think we should have rebels in the society? Now we will be writing down the answers to these questions that are there in the book. Okay. Number 4. It is good to have rebels in a society because they are different and they make the society come alive. They teach us to accept and respect the differences amongst common opinion of the various people around us. Okay, so it is good to have rebels in a society because they are different and they make the society come alive. They teach us to accept and respect the differences amongst common opinions of the various people around us. Okay. So moving to the next question. Number 5. Why it is not good to be a rebel oneself. Okay. Why does the poet think so? That we should not be a rebel. Number 5 now. It is not good to be a rebel oneself because the society never accepts a rebel, and it always criticizes their behavior. It always criticizes. Criticizing means either finding fault or scrutinizing it. Okay, criticizes his behavior. To find faults in behavior. Okay. Number 6. So number 5 is, it is not good to be a rebel oneself because the society never accepts a rebel and it always criticizes his behavior. Okay. Now moving to number 6 question. Now, do you want to be a rebel yourself? Okay, so do you want to be a rebel? Would you like to be a rebel? If yes, why? If not, why not? Let's write it down. I am writing yes. You can definitely give a no and you have to give the reason. So I am going with yes first. Means just a yes. You can actually go with a no as well. Yes, I want to be a rebel. Because rebels have their own identity and own thoughts. I want to bring a change in the society, a change in the views and norms of the society that do not serve humanity. Okay. So this is number 6 of your answer. I think this is the last question from your book. So yes, I want to be a rebel because rebels have their own identity and own thoughts. I want to bring a change in the views and norm of the society that do not serve humanity. Okay. So now moving to the antonyms number 2, that's on page number 35. You can see, find in the poem antonyms the word opposite to meaning. That means you have to find the opposite of these words to each of the following words. Okay, we will be doing that. That is question number 2 after this one in working with the poem. That's on page number 35. So now number 2, that's on page number 35. Okay, first one is long. You can refer these words in the poem as well. Lots of opposites have been used in the poem. So long is short. Number 2, grow is here cut. Number 3, quietness. Quietness. So it is disturbance. Number 4, sober. Fantastic. Number 5, lost. Found. Okay. So here are your answers for 2, the antonyms: long, short, grow, cut, quietness, disturbance, sober, fantastic, lost, found. Okay. So now after this you can see there are find in the poem number 3, find in the poem lines that match the following. Read both one after the other. Okay. So the first one is, the rebel refuses to cut his hair. I think you will find that in your first line itself, first and second line. Let's write it down. Number 3. I am writing just the answer. You will have to write the question. The rebel lets his hair grow long. Long. The next word, the next sentence actually, he says cats are better. Okay, so what are the lines that mean this? Number 2, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. Okay. Now number 3. Number 3 is he recommend dogs. Now we know the lines, it soon follows, right? So the rebel puts in a good word for dogs. Okay. So number 4 now. He is unhappy because there is no sun. So the rebel regrets the absence of the sun. Regrets the absence of the sun. Now last one from this section. He is noisy on purpose. The rebel creates a disturbance. On purpose means what? On his wish. Okay, so yes, here are the 5 sentences that mean the same. In number 3, we have number 3 sentences, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Those sentences and these sentences from the text means exactly the same. So the rebel lets his hair grow long. The rebel expresses a preference for cats. The rebel puts in a good word for dogs. The rebel regrets the absence of the sun. And 5th, the rebel creates a disturbance. Now children, we are done with everything. Means the exercise working with the home part 1, 2 and 3. Now we will be moving towards the extra questions that can be asked from the text. Okay, so let's get started with the extra questions. The first question from extra questions. Number 1, the first question is, what does the rebel do? What does the rebel do? When everybody talks during the lessons. So children, what does the rebel do? He is quiet, right? So let's write the answer. When everybody talks during the class, the class talks during the lessons. The rebel becomes absolutely silent. Okay, now number 2. Okay, first one is, what does the rebel do when everybody talks during the lessons? When everybody talks during the lessons, the rebel becomes absolutely silent. Now moving to second question. The second question is, why does the rebel choose to wear fantastic clothes? Okay, we will be writing this down, the question as well. Why does the rebel choose to wear fantastic clothes? Answer. When the rebel sees everybody dressed in uniform, the rebel choose to wear fantastic clothes. So number 2, why does the rebel choose to wear fantastic clothes? When the rebel sees everybody dressed in uniform, the rebel chooses to wear fantastic clothes. Okay. Now moving to the third one. Are the rebels rain lovers? Number 3. Are the rebels rain lovers? Are they? Let's write it down now. Are they really rain lovers or not? The rebels become rain lovers when they realize that the others are enjoying the sun. Enjoying the sun. Okay. Number 4 now. So are the rebels rain lovers? The rebels become rain lovers when they realize that the others are enjoying the sun. Now, okay, moving to the 4th question. Why do rebels always contradict others? So why do they always disagree with others? Okay, let's write it down. Why do rebels always contradict others? Answer. The rebels wish to stand out from the rest of the crowd. Instead of following the crowd blindly, they want to voice their opinions and preferences. Children, so why do rebels always contradict others? The rebels wish to stand out from the rest of the crowd. Instead of following the crowd blindly, they want to voice their opinions and preferences. Okay, so now moving to the 5th question. The 5th question is, what did the poet conclude about having rebels? Means what did he say at the end of the chapter, of about rebels, about having rebels. Let's write the answer. Towards the end of the poem, towards the end of the poem, the poet concluded that although it is good to have rebels in society, but it is not very good to have, actually no, to be one of them. So this is your last question and answer. What did the poet conclude about having rebels? Towards the end of the poem, the poet concluded that although it is good to have rebels in society, but it is not very good to be one of them. Okay, so this is your answer. Okay, children. Now, I think we can write one more question, and it's the definition of the rebel. We have missed this out. Let's write this down. Okay. Number 6. Because without the definition of the rebel, this chapter wouldn't be complete. Who is a rebel? Mentioned in the poem. Of Unit 2. So this poem is in Unit 2, right? So we will be writing the answer. A rebel is a person who always disagrees with the common or likes to do the opposite of what everyone thinks one should do. In other words, a rebel is someone who does not follow orthodox norms. Okay, so this is the definition of a rebel. A rebel is a person who always disagrees with the common or likes to do the opposite of what everyone thinks one should do. In other words, a rebel is someone, this is a full stop. A rebel is someone who doesn't follow orthodox norms. With this, we finished the lesson, we finished the chapter, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you will be respecting people with differences. Okay, we are going to respect, we are going to hold their honor, whoever is different from us. Okay, their views can be different, but they give a lot of teachings to the society. So children, thank you for watching the video. We will meet in our next video lesson. Till then, take care of your family and yourself. Bye bye.